Today we discuss salt, sugar and fat consumption for optimal health, so let's dive in. First we start with salt. Full disclaimer, we know that excess salt consumption is linked with hypertension and should be avoided. However, salt is important for normal physiological function. Sodium regulates blood volume and pressure as well as the electrolyte balance. According to the knowledgeable Stan Efferding, it's the most underutilized performance enhancer. For example, athletes who sweat a lot should be consuming more salt as compensation for the sodium lost while perspiring. When I was younger and had to lose weight for wrestling, my trainer always told me after the weigh-ins to drink some salt water to replenish the minerals. Turns out he was right. I will link in the description all the relevant studies which point out that low sodium intake can be detrimental. On the other hand, overdoing it has also been proven unhealthy. So depending on what group you're in, whether you're exercising regularly or not, monitor your salt intake to suit your physiological requirements. This way we can use it to our advantage. Balance is key. Now we move on to sugar and how we can also use it to our advantage. Sweets taste great, but what benefit can we derive from them apart from our tongue feeling good? We already know refined sugar is the main contributor to obesity. It also has many mechanisms through which it adds to hypertension. Some studies suggest it plays a bigger role than salt in relation to blood pressure. On the other hand, sugar-containing whole foods like fruits and vegetables are not associated with these health risks because of the presence of fiber, which softens sugar's effects. Okay, so what does that mean in practice? Unfortunately, I can't reasonably find any situation in which consuming processed sugars is healthy, but here's how you can get as close to beneficial as possible. After a workout or any semi-intense physical labor, when your glycogen stores are depleted is when your body craves carbohydrates the most. Studies even show this, as hypercompensation of glycogen depots is observed when ingesting carbohydrates immediately post-exercise. I'd suggest using some whole food to replenish the glycogen, such as fruit, but this would be the only acceptable time frame, i.e. after a workout or intense labor, in which it would be sort of okay to consume refined carbs. There you have it. Not too bad, eh? Links of the studies in the description below. And now dietary fat intake. When I was younger, the health and fitness narrative was that fats made you fat and your diet should consist of mostly carbs and protein. Nowadays, there's much more information and a more systematic approach towards dietary fats can derive many benefits. For example, cycling some periods off carbs and increasing fats can be a good way to challenge yourself and introduce variety into your nutrition. Your body has to adapt to the new energy source, and it produces moderately higher amounts of cortisol, which keeps you a bit more alert and active. Link of the study in the description below. On another note, you can cycle your fats daily, as in eating more carbs and less fats from morning till noon, and then from noon until bedtime, less or no carbs and more fats, as we discussed in the testosterone daily video. Also, if you would like to see more content on related topics, comment, subscribe, share, like, and stay tuned. Peace.